wise man once said that a machine spirit cannot be looked upon, and he was right. For the Omnissiah in his infinite wisdom has concealed his creation even from the gaze of his most devoted servants. But can the believer come to know the nature of a machine only through an eye of organics or steel? No. For the vapor that brings forth the scent of sacred unguents is the spirit's breath. The rumbling of joints and rods is the beating of its heart. And the motive force is the current of its blood. You are correct, Nuncius. I risk boring the rogue trader with my protracted ruminations. However, I will not allow the semantic analysis of my utterance to go unanswered. I will log your thesis for further debate. Now it is time to make my obeisance. Rogue trader, your halls are filled with sacred metal, and the ship's tech priests must be commended in observing the sacraments of augmentation. That blessed union of flesh and ferrum sanctum. Beholding this charges my galvanic coils with exultation. I, Genitor Extremis Eogunn Ferbrus, greet you, and thank you for the opportunity to grace these ancient mechanisms with the gift of operation.
Confirmed. The sacrament of tech relic maintenance has been performed correctly. Protocol for exchange of sacred regalia initiated. Registering the affiliation of this blessed tech unit to the clergy of the Forge World, Sigis 8. Requesting confirmation of the unit's familiarity with the standards of the Catechism of Maintenance and Safety in effect on this vessel.
It is my pleasure to confirm the protocol for the exchange of sacred regalia and greet my brother in ministry. The vows taken in this temple are known to me, and I promise to honor them. I request a meeting with my esteemed colleague to facilitate knowledge exchange and to discuss values. Junior Lex Mechanic Karain, operator of Auxiliary Terminal 289-0 of the lower workshops of Alter Templum Calixus X-17. A pragmatist and a bureaucrat who saw the world solely through the prism of statistics, endless parades of outflows and inflows. He had little interest in anything other than keeping track of valves and vents, but now and then he would drop pearls of wisdom such as these without even noticing it himself. I felt it was my duty to pick them up. It is my creed, the incontrovertible fact that has defined my existence for as long as I can recall, and I recall a great deal. I have devoted myself to the mysteries of flesh and metal, to the processes by which one joins with the other, by which they live in union, and how they die. I am intimately familiar with machines such as the one that I restored to life. I will school the members of the priesthood on board in its litanies of maintenance and operation, and reveal the secrets of the command rooms so they may operate it themselves. The sacrament of Ferrum Sanctum will be made available to you and your retinue. That, too, is an incontrovertible fact. An excellent observation. My technical designation is Manipulus. And here is the galvanic cell, the repository of the motive force. No, that will take too long. Better to give a demonstration. Observe. Questions? correct! Entirely correct! How rarely do I meet such astute interlocutors among the laity. I respectfully initiate a request for an audience. I must discover what other gems of knowledge are hiding within your rich mind. Nuncius is my dearest colleague. His eagerness, inquisitive mind, and ability to view a problem from a variety of angles are invaluable to our research. He is also rather loquacious himself.
Registering a violation. The Tech Unit Nuncius is ignoring the request for engagement, recommending that the unit's labor be allocated to repair tasks.
Declined with gratitude and due reverence. The Tech Unit Nuncius is designated as a personal instrument of the quest for the divine, which confers the privilege of privacy. That includes privacy from intrusion by entities of equal standing.
Status confirmed. Rejection of request acknowledged as valid.
He's quite the gabbler, all right. Maybe the cog-bellied master hears voices in his head too. I'm sure my friends from beyond their door would love to get together with them sometime.
Genitor Ferbrus, I trust you understand how unusual it is to speak to a mere servo skull like this. Let us pray this is only a sentimental whim on your part, rather than the presence of heresy within your device.
A servo skull? As your colleague? Right. Well then, I'll take a data slate for my adjutant.
I see no colors coming from Nuncius. Is treating servo skulls like living beings some kind of sacred practice among the tech priests?
Amazing sincerity, Nuncius. It is gratifying to see that you have not lost your sense of tact over the years. I fear my rendering will lack the sophistication inherent in Nuncius's lingua technis, but to crudely summarize, he is honored by your attention and records the moment as significant. Your thanks are accepted, but my service is not yet at an end. The clergy of the Alter Templum Calixtus X-17 Cloister, in gratitude for the tidings of the sacred Archaeotech, request that you be attended by Magos Eogunn Ferbrus and the Unit Nuncius. I seek your leave to employ our skills and knowledge for the benefit of the Von Valancius dynasty, including but not limited to tending to the machine spirits of the Sector Bionica and conducting experiments in the name of knowledge. In other words, allow Nuncius and I to remain on the ship and accompany you. We are well versed in augmetics, genetics, alchemy, the anatomy of humans, and abominable xenos alike, and the mysteries of the motive force and of sacred engineering. These fields of knowledge may also be employed to eliminate units whose views are not conducive to productive debate. It is my sacred duty to stand vigil to ensure the faithful operation of the technology I restored. Beyond that, Alter Templum Calixtus X-17 is an enclosed community. Many wisdoms can be found within its walls, but I seem to have exhausted their supply. Theory lays the foundation for exploration, but only practice can open the gates of knowledge. Nuncius and I have always been practitioners, first and foremost. I have already transferred the basic right of operation to a qualified contingent in the Sector Bionica. If you refuse us, Nuncius and I will linger just long enough to pass on the rest of our knowledge, after which we will disembark. The augmentation procedures can be performed without my participation. Skepticism is undeniably one of the instruments of knowledge, dearest colleague. It guards us against many heresies, preventing ego and vanity from clouding reason on the path of service. But as you see, Nuncius, it is not justified in every circumstance. Rogue Trader, Nuncius states that you are a person of rare perspicacity and prudence. I record this as an incontrovertible fact, and thank you for your hospitality. But of course, I did not come empty-handed. I would like to present you with this augment. Now that the machine spirit of the implantation throne is awake, I can bestow its blessing upon you or one of your retinue, should the Rogue Trader will it.